Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of JLD Reactions. Today we're going to be watching Supernatural Season 1, Episode 13, entitled Route 666. Route 666, depending on where you're from. So, to me, that sounds like it's going to be maybe a haunted highway of some sort. So, I'm thinking like Route 666, I'm getting vibes of like haunted car, like killing people or something. Okay, guys, so before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. And also, you can get the full reaction to this video and other videos on Patreon for just $1. Okay, let's get started, guys. Ghost car. That was a pretty good guess.
For more than one night. Am I speaking a language you're not getting here? Dad and I were working a job in Athens, Ohio. She was finishing up college. We went out for a couple of weeks. And? Look, it's terrible about her dad, but it kind of sounds like a standard car accident. I'm not seeing how it fits with what we do.
Well, okay, so every episode I notice they'll be like, one of the brothers will be like, "Is this one of ours? Is this one of?" It's always one of yours.
Oh, what we do.
I'm urging a little discretion is all.
No, I think you're telling us what you want us to print and what you want us to sit on.
Just pretty.
I know you're upset, Cassie. I liked your dad a lot.
Oh, that
And
was
I think
so
your
bad.
grief is clouding your judgment.
Two black people were killed on the same stretch of road in the same way in 3 weeks.
Jimmy, you're too close to this.
Is this gonna be like a Ku Klux Klan car? Oh, this might scare me because stuff about the Ku Klux Klan that always scares the crap out of me.
Again, I'm
That's
very
like real
sorry
life
for your
horror.
loss.
Dean.
Hey, Cassie. This is my brother, Sam. Sorry about your dad.
Yeah. Me too. He lost control of his car.
Now, can you think of any reason why your father and his partner might be targets?
No.
And you think this vanishing truck ran him off the road?
Say it aloud like that. Listen, I'm a little skeptical about this ghost stuff or whatever it is you guys are into.
Skeptical. If I remember, I think you said I was nuts.
That was then.
Hmm.
I just know that I can't explain what happened up there, so I called you. Mom! Where are you? Thanos.
I had no idea you'd invited friends over.
Mom, this is Dean, a friend of mine from college, and his brother Sam.
Well, I won't interrupt you.
Mr. Robinson, we're sorry for your loss. We'd like to talk to you for a minute, if you don't mind.
I'm really not up to that just now.
Okay, so she's the secret link to whatever's going on.
This.
Dean and Sam Winchester, family friends. This is Mayor Harold Todd.
It's one set of tire tracks. One. Doesn't point to foul play.
Mayor, the police and town officials take their cues from you. If you're indifferent about what...
Indifferent?
Would you close the road if the victims were white?
You suggesting I'm racist, Cassie. I'm the last person you should talk to like that.
And why is that?
Why don't you ask your mother?
I'll say this for her. She's fearless.
Hell, not sure they even really looked. See, there was a time this town wasn't too friendly to all the citizens.
Thank you.
Truck keeps coming up, doesn't it? You know, I was thinking, you heard of the
So I'm thinking the haunted truck is going to somehow be, like, related to that girl's mom. Like, that's going to be her brother's ghost who was a Ku Klux Klan member or something. Or maybe her great-grandfather. Not great-grandfather, but grandfather. Grandfather's ghost.
Flying Dutchman?
Yeah, a ghost ship infused with the captain's evil spirit. It was basically a part of him.
Yeah, so what if we're dealing with the same thing? You know, a phantom truck is the extension of some bastard ghost reenacting past crimes.
The victims have all been black men.
I think it's more than that. They all seem connected to Cassie and her family.
All right, well, you work that angle.
course.
Go talk to her.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, and you might also want to mention that other thing.
What other thing?
The serious unfinished business. What is going on between you two?
I thought it was what you wanted.
Well, it wasn't.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Well, you did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. The truck didn't look like it hit him.
I see some horrible things. Things that can't be explained. I deal with them. But working things out with you?
I'm a scary one, all right. Well, usually things get worked out. You really want them to.
Oh, it won't last though.
Yeah. You're kidding.
Real pillars of the town.
Right. It's interesting.
What?
This Cyrus Dorian. He vanished in April of '63. Case was investigated but never solved. That's right around the time the string of murders was going on back then.
Well, I pulled a bunch of paper up on the Dorian place. It must have been in bad shape when the mayor bought it.
Why is that?
The first thing he did was bulldoze the place.
Mayor Todd knocked down the Dorian place?
It was a big deal. One of the oldest local houses left. It made the front page.
You got a date?
The 3rd of last month.
Okay, run up the stairs though. At least get on the second floor. That way if they bust through. So I didn't want to kill her, just wanted to scare her?
There was a children's choir practicing in there. They all died.
Did the attacks stop after that?
No, there was one more. One night that truck came from Mark.
Why didn't you call the cops?
Stories like this are always going to give me the... Because it's so real, you know? Because... you know, I grew up in the South, so... Of course I heard stories from my parents and my grandparents, as most black people, young black people have. You But a lot of people want to pretend like it happened thousands of years ago, but it only happened a few years ago.
Think that'll do it?
But now what?
You need to go exactly 7/10 of a mile and stop.
Stop?
Exactly 7/10. Steve.
Exactly 7/10.
7/10.
Danny, you still there?
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's just staring at me. What do I do?
Just what you are doing. Bringing it to you.
Come on.
Where the church was.
What church?
Oh,
Cyrus
okay.
burned down. Murdered all those kids.
Not a whole lot left.
The church ground is hallowed ground. Whether the church is still there or not, evil spirits cross over hallowed ground. Sometimes they're destroyed, so I figured maybe that would get rid of it.
Maybe. Maybe? What if you were wrong?
Huh. Honestly, that thought hadn't occurred to me.
Sometimes they do kind of just make up the rules as they go, though. Because he's just like, yeah, I mean, it was hallowed ground. And yeah, spirits who go on hallowed ground, they dissolve. So I just, you know, it's like they didn't have any build up to that ending. It felt a little Deus Ex Machina for me. Not saying that I don't like this episode, because this episode, I'm definitely, even though it's kind of formal, we'll talk about that in a second. Anyway.
Well, it honestly didn't occur to me.
Okay, guys, that was Supernatural Season 1, Episode 13, entitled Route 666. That was a good episode. I enjoyed that episode. Now, to get to the nitty-gritty and to be that guy that y'all are going to hate, it did follow the formula of Dead in the Water and a lot of previous episodes, Hookman. Actually, it followed it very much to a T, more than the last couple of 2 or 3 episodes. It's followed it more than that. Because, I mean, it was definitely formulaic. Opening murder. They meet a girl, and they already know the girl. The girl is connected to the person who got murdered, and somehow connected to the spirit or ghost or demon that wants revenge or whatever. And the girl also has a relative or somebody who's maybe connected to the murder as well. So as far as that goes, it pretty much hit that formula pretty much beat by beat. But I did like this episode because it was cool to see Dean have a girlfriend for a change, and to know that, like, that whole straight guy act is overly straight guy thing is a front, because he's probably very super sensitive, which I already kind of figured it out. Ku Klux Klan-y, the racist theme, it was scary to me because it just felt kind of real. Because I grew up in Louisiana, so on that sense, this episode had like a weird darkness to it from my point of view. But overall, I liked it. I can't give it like an amazing score because it just wasn't unique, or it wasn't unique. It wasn't unique enough. There it goes. I was trying to figure out how to say what I was going to say, but I'm just going to say it the way I'm going to say it. It just wasn't that creative or unique of an episode. It was very formulaic. But I enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it a nice 7. I don't think it deserves an 8 because I don't think it was different enough from previous episodes to get an 8. It was very much by the book. it's, you know, if I were to skip this episode, I can't really say that I would have lost out on much, except for finding out that Dean had a previous relationship. But otherwise, I mean, it didn't really add to the season arc or the series arc very much at all. So, okay, guys, that was fun. I will see you guys in the next episode, and thanks for hanging out with me. Arrivederci. Bye.